Just waiting on Alejo Kalume's whistle to get things going, and there it is. North Carolina FC in navy, Birmingham Legion in those green and white Sprite shield kits, and we are underway.
Yeah, interesting stat between these two teams. The home team's only won twice in the 8 meetings that they've had, and North Carolina's had Birmingham's number as of late. Obviously, they dropped down to USL one for just a minute, but are back up in championship. And the last two games they've played, they've beaten Birmingham.
Luis Perez lays it off. Anderson a chance. Trevor Spangenberg makes a huge stop early. One of the breakout players in the starting 11 for North Carolina, Ezra Armstrong, has turned himself into one of the best wingbacks in the league. And he's on the end of this long ball from DaCosta into the area. Armstrong gets around Dotson. Armstrong scores! Right on cue, Ezra Armstrong makes his mark on a game again. His fourth goal of the year gives the visitors an early lead.
And that is some very slick wingback play from Ezra Armstrong. Everybody knows he's left-footed. He's predominantly left-footed. But he gets Dotson, squares him up, looks as if he's going to shoot that ball with his left foot, brings it inside to his right, and just rifles it past Trevor Spangenberg.
Not the start Tom Sohn and his side we're looking for here this evening. Conceding a goal inside the opening 10 minutes, now having to work back into it. Kobe Hernández-Foster, picture perfect on the run. Here's Tyler Pasher. Pasher tracked back by Armstrong, gets inside of him. Pasher lets it go. Forces the first save of the night from Jake McGuire. Tries to pick out a green and white shirt. 22-year-old has created his fair share of chances this year, and Pinho didn't miss the frame by much. Armstrong. Birmingham have it back in the attacking third. Tyler Pasher looking to do damage. Got it through to Dotson, who squares it. Pinho just wide. It was deflected wide, and it had to be perfect from Paco Craig. And into the North Carolina bench for a Birmingham throw. Six shots for the Legion so far tonight. Just one has forced a save from Jake McGuire. Birmingham trying to change that here. Pasher rolls it along. Martínez is on. Martínez scores! Who else but Enzo Martínez to bring Birmingham back level?
Tell you what, that was a fantastic goal for Legion FC. Wonderfully worked by Tyler Pasher. And we talked about him drifting inside. Mateus is playing as a 10, but Pasher's been going and getting the ball off the center backs. He's been looking to push Legion FC forward, unlock things, unlock North Carolina. He does so right there with a beautifully weighted pass for Enzo Martínez, who gets his, I believe, 5th goal of the season so far, because he can come out and clean that up very easily. Tyler Pasher made a pass earlier in the game that unlocked North Carolina. Here he is.
Pasher. Fire almost spilled it, but able to recover.
But what I was saying is that ball was angled away from the goalkeeper.
Mentzingen was able to stay on side here on the other side of the park, working against McCartney. Mentzingen, DaCosta dummied it along. Pérez will try. Spangenberg saves and holds. Clean save there for Trevor Spangenberg, who's making just his 4th start of the year, for at least the next few seconds. Zouhir serves to the back post, headed off the post and away. Somehow that stays out. Stéfano Pinho missed goal number 2 by inches.
He talks about it's the inches that we need, and that right there is the difference in 2-1. I mean, you're talking millimeters away from being 2-1, and then it comes off Batista there, and
Mentzingen sends him back.
It's great defending from Mentzingen there.
Trying to keep McCartney locked in this corner. And McCartney gives it away. DaCosta on the turn. DaCosta still working. Chops it back for Conway. His shot is deflected wide. Trevor Spangenberg, a second big stop tonight. With a little more than 30 minutes left. Points are still up for grabs. Here is the goal scorer. Armstrong serve, headed away by Dotson. Costa back into the mix. Conway into a crowd of bodies. Dotson couldn't quite get there. Guess who did? Oalex Anderson nets a North Carolina second.
Wow, and that's a great finish from Oalex Anderson. Just rifles it into the net. Straight past Trevor Spangenberg, and North Carolina are up 2-1 in this fixture. But Legion FC failed to clear their lines and get that ball away. They had a couple of chances to do so. You know, and
Darwin Mateus off, Deben Nwegbo on. Substitution brought to you by Papa John's. Birmingham fans can use code Legion. Rafa Mentzingen off and running on that right side again. This time went for goal. Spangenberg saves.
Seen McCartney get down the wing with his right foot and create something with his right foot. So we'll see. But Legion FC have got to do better at defending in that. I mean, look at all the space that Mentzingen has just been able to drift into in this moment.
And he's got Armstrong who shoots and scores. Ezra Armstrong makes it a brace, and it's 3 road goals for North Carolina FC.
Again, we talked about, you know, moments before Legion FC, there was such a big gap. There was almost like there was nobody, there wasn't a 6 sitting in front of Jake Roof and Alex Crognale as Mentzingen broke the lines on the dribble and got that ball to Ezra Armstrong.
Good flick from Nwegbo to keep it moving out wide to Mensah.
Looks like it's going to be Jaden Cervania, who used to be at Legion FC.
Zouhir, excellent from McGuire, who got a paw up to it. It's going to be a Birmingham corner. First touches here for Corcoran as he connects with Jake Roof. Mensah rolls it down for Nwegbo, who ran right off the shoulder of Mentzingen, kept himself onside. Nwegbo along the byline, cuts it back on his right. Martínez, edge of the area. Martínez didn't catch it cleanly. Corcoran picks up his head. Crognale switches across the park. Moses Mensah gets there. Defended by Brewer. Here's Zouhir. He'll try. McGuire couldn't keep it out. Zouhir beats him near post. Birmingham pull one back with just 1 minute plus stoppage time to play.
And Zouhir cuts inside. He's taken a couple of shots tonight, and they haven't really been that great of a selection, but he takes another risk here. And I mean, he rifles this ball past McGuire. McGuire's clapping his hands, looking at himself, pumping himself back up, saying, I should have made that save. We'll get a look here to see if you know, his feet just weren't set, but you know, Zouhir puts Legion FC in a position where they can go and they can potentially get a third to tie this game. So we get a look at it.
North Carolina won a full-time whistle. Craig heads it as far as Martínez, who chips it back into the mix. McGuire able to come run it down, and that is full time. North Carolina get a crucial